Hey y'all, I'm back here with another video. So, for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So, honestly, although I have a lot of notes, I feel like not a lot really happened. So, let's just get to it. So, alrighty, so it's pretty much about Sundance, okay? I came in a couple minutes late, but the whole episode is pretty much it's Sundance time, okay? Sundance Film Festival. It's a really big deal there. Of course, it would be because what the hell else really happens there, other than like when the NBA All Star was there, game there was there not that long ago. Well, a while ago. Anyway. So everybody's getting ready for that. Jen is planning this party for her cousin at her house because her cousin is a film director and he wants to have, sorry y'all, a private screening for some of quote unquote VIPs. 300 VIPs, that's a lot of people. And, bro, COVID, like, really is a thing. Like, it's been around for like a while and it's really fucked with my mental because every time I see a whole bunch of people in one space, I get like, why is there so many people in one space? I really get my feelings about it. But anyway, so yeah, what else we got? So then we have Jen, I'm sorry, no, not Jen. Lisa running around getting stuff ready for Sundance. Remember, she calls herself the Sundance Queen, okay? And she's doing all of this shit, getting ready, planning all of these parties left and right. Um, it was funny because even in her husband's confessional, when he was talking, or he was like, I don't know, talking about her, and the producer was like, "Did she even tell you to say that?" And he was like, "No comment." Lisa really has this thing about being perfect. Don't know what it's about. It's kind of disgusting as far as I'm concerned. Then we have Whitney. Whitney is at her crib chilling, and then Jen comes over. Jen comes out in this. I don't know. I just feel like to be around. Not that her husband was around, but I just feel like don't come to my house and some shit like that. Don't come to my house or something like that. But anyway, they go into the jacuzzi or whatever, hot tub, whatever the hell it is, and of course she starts talking about Mary again, and I'm so tired of talking about that. I don't care. Next, I don't care. I really don't care. But yeah, so she's talking about pretty much Whitney's husband's birthday is coming up, and she always has a big party. So she talks about that and how she's gonna invite Mary, and that's how we get on the whole topic of Mary. Don't care. Alrighty. Then Meredith calls Whitney to walk in a fashion show that one of her friends is having at Park City, I guess. They're having like some type of fashion week there during the Sundance Film Festival. So she asks if Whitney can walk. Now it is time for Whitney's husband's birthday. Everything was real cute or whatever. It was real cute. Um, yeah, it was cute for what it was. I would party with them. They're a fun time. Actually, not much happened this episode. I'm gonna speed this the hell up so I can talk about what happened with Jamal Bryant. Then we got Jen and Mary. They meet up. They see each other at her husband's party, and now all of a sudden, Jen don't remember saying that Mary was a grandpa fucker. Girl, bitch, you did say that because you said it, girls. Cut the shit. You said it. Although you were drunk, you did say it. Cut the shit. But Mary was the bigger person and said, you know what? I'm not going to even go back and forth about it. It is what it is. We're cool. So then we show Meredith getting ready with Brooks for the fashion show. He does clothes or whatever, and he's going to be showing some sweatsuits that he made there. He's also going to be walking, but his daddy ain't going to be there because his mama told him that he had to get the fuck out of her house. Then we got Lisa running around again. Now I want to know how y'all feel about this. So while Lisa's running around doing everything, we switch over and we see this girl, who honestly looked to be about the same age as her oldest son, but whatever. Her babysitter, and she was like, "I'm about to call your mom." And Lisa said that when she works, she works. She's not in mommy mode. Them kids is old enough to fend for themselves, so whenever they call, she does not pick up. If it's not a work call, she doesn't pick it up. I don't think that's the smartest way to move when you have children. Now, you don't have to pick up every single time that they call or whatever, but to say I'm not picking up any calls that has nothing to do with, that's only work, regardless of you working or not, you have the luxury to be able to pick up the phone and say something to your kids at least 5 to 10 minutes out of the day, even if you are busy. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to feel about that. Y'all tell me what you think about that. Then we have Heather and Whitney. They go out and they tell us about like how the way like drinks and stuff are like controlled by like the legislators and stuff, and because they're so Mormon, like your drinks be all watered down and you can't have more than. Okay, so I just know not to drink there. Awesome, grand, wonderful. Um, and then we talk about, how Heather, she's really down. Like, pretty much Heather is really, really down on herself because she's talking about pretty much how she feels like she can't find a man. And what did she say? She said, I don't know why, it just gave me so woe is me. And I agree with Whitney when Whitney was like, it seems like you're making excuses, because she was like, no one likes me. That's what it is. Just no one likes me. I'm like, girl, you're too old and too grown to even like be still thinking like that and acting like that. You're a grown ass woman. Somebody likes you. Just because you're having a hard time finding that person, that doesn't mean that they're like not out there. And the crazy part about that is you literally said later that you wasn't looking for love, you was looking just to fuck. So which one is it? I don't know, I'm confused. Now I do get it when she says that maybe in Utah, or specifically where they are, it's probably hard to find men because the majority of the men out there are Mormon, and so because she's divorced and all these other things, they do look at her funny. Now I can understand that, but I'm pretty sure you can find somebody. Stop playing woe is me. I hate a woe is me person. Then we get to Jen's cousin's VIP party. Um, Jen's son Sharif. Jen's son Sharif. Hi boo. Hi boo. How you doing? How you doing? You know. How you doing? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so Heather pretty much, like I said that she just wants to be. That's all. Then they showed a little documentary. I guess it was about some rap group that was out there. I would like to see it. Um, and then Jen ended up seeing this nice looking black man, and hooks Heather up with him. Heather wasn't playing no game. She was pretty much like, let's just cut to the chase. Nobody got time for the back and forth. I want the D. I know you want the P, so let's go. And that's pretty much what she did. She got her D and she went home. And then we go to Brooks' show. Now, first of all, Brooks is so entitled, and I thought I was gonna like him, but he's so entitled. He's so damn spoiled. First of all, you're running late, which that's already like a no-no, because this is your first fashion show, and somebody's doing you a favor. That's number one. Number two, for you to say, Mom, can you call them and tell them I'm going to be late? Like your mother said, do you know how unprofessional it is to have your mother call on behalf of you to say that you're going to be late? Oh, well, maybe I should text her. No type of couth manners or anything. So then he shows up. He shows up 45 minutes late. 45 minutes late. And then the whole time it's asking, Mom, should I do this? Mom, should I do that? And I love how he corrected himself, because at one point he was like, I don't understand, how I'm here, how I would be in something that I've admired my whole life. Then he said, well, I do get it, my mom. Privilege. Period. You know. Don't act like you don't know. And so, they do before they do the show, her husband, Meredith's husband, like, calls and leaves like a little video message or whatever for Brooks or whatever the case may be, and saying, I hope you have a good show, because again, he couldn't come because he's out there running a business or whatever the case may be. And so Brooks goes into, now look, here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with Brooks feeling some type of way because his dad's not there. I can understand wanting your parents or somebody in your family wanting to be there for something that's important like that, but at the same time, it was really coming off like you was a whole 3, 4, 5-year-old, like, he didn't come, and I'm just so mad. And then you piece of shit made Meredith freaking feel bad and say how, oh, it's my fault. No shade. I'm not trying to say that people don't be hurt or anything, but he is a grown ass man. He's not a teenager. He is not a teenager. So you don't need to feel bad about anything, especially as a grown-ass man. He can forge his own relationship ways that you do not. He's too grown. And the reason why Brooks act the way that he does is because you married if you coddle him. But do not sit on this TV and cry. You did not fail your freaking kids. You would have failed your kids if you stayed in a relationship that you wasn't happy in. Brooks pissed me off. He's so fucking spoiled. But how long did I do this? This was 10 minutes. Yeah, let me talk about Pastor Jamal Bryant real fast since I can. So, if y'all don't know, Pastor Jamal Bryant went on, I guess, his live or whatever. Bitch, I'm sorry. I need to put this on the shirt. Don't come, wait, what is it? Don't say you got receipts to me when I got the whole cash register. Somebody needs to put that on a t-shirt. Put that on a t-shirt. Somebody, do it right now, okay? But I watched the whole thing because I watched it like earlier this morning on YouTube or whatever, the whole little stream. Okay, here's the thing. So many things to say, but not too many. Okay, first of all, I do not like how he was trying to be like he was preaching a sermon, but he was being like real messy or whatever. That's number one. Number two, I don't like how, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Like, I feel like he just shouldn't have said anything at all for the most part, although he is entitled to. What else? What else we got there? It ain't no 1, 2, 3. Let's just keep going down the list. He really didn't help Giselle out at all because he kept saying that he was single. And he kept saying, oh, well, y'all keep thinking that this was done in real time, but it wasn't. It's like, okay, no, the show might have been filmed a year ago, but the reunion was filmed not that long ago, maybe like a month or two ago. And they asked her on that stage, was y'all together? And she said yes. So you never really confirmed. You pretty much said that you were single, period. Or maybe in your head you're saying, well, because I'm not married to her, I'm technically single, which, whatever. Your life, not mine. Let me see, what else did I catch? You also misspoke when you said that Bravo didn't put it in there, that the reason you didn't come to the girl shoot was because of you being stuck in South Africa. Yes, they did. They even showed y'all talking to each other on FaceTime, and they asked her, you know, in the confessional, they asked her about it, so you was wrong on that. What else? I want to talk about that. I seen he said, I did find what he said about the young lady in the receipts. I agree with what he said in that part, which is, at the end of the day, and if that is true that you wrote a dissertation on the empowerment of black women, but then went ahead and did this, that is some bullshit. But he did bring up a good point. If you're talking about you wasn't trying to be messy, which we all know that she was, why didn't you just give the receipts to Giselle and that's it? Why did you give it to everybody else? And we all know, because everybody who been paying attention to anything on YouTube, multiple YouTubers had that person sent them receipts, so she was being messy and trying to get a moment. What else did he say? Okay, about the whole thing with Monique. Now, I do think, I'm sorry, it's wrong for him to say the whole thing with CTE, but I did laugh. That shit was funny. Now, if it is true that next week, during this taping, that Chris got the fuck up and tried to attack Robin or Giselle, I don't give a fuck how much I hate them bitches. There's an issue, because to be quite honest, everybody has said that there is something, like, Chris is such like a machismo alpha type of nigga or whatever. So if he really did try to charge after them bitches, although I do not like them, that's an issue. That's beyond the issue, and Monique ain't nothing gonna save you from that, okay? I do feel like, and I said it from the beginning, I feel like at the end of the day, when it comes to all of this rumor stuff, I feel like, Monique, this is the thing. For a rumor that wasn't even technically like put on the show, it kind of was talked about, but it wasn't. Like, that was like the underlying like issue of the whole season pretty much. But there was other shit going on behind the scenes. This is how I feel at the end of the day. And if you go back and watch my videos, I said this. I feel like it makes it seem like some of this shit is true, because at the end of the day, Monique, like when they had asked her about it, like in the confessional or whatever, she was like, I'm not going to even speak about it. Bitch, if it wasn't true, you should have just strictly put it out there, because like we say all the time, don't let nobody burn you with your own teeth. That's how Giselle got ate up herself, because Giselle should have sat on that stage, and the minute you brought up Jamal, she should have curved that shit and should have been like, either it should be like, yeah, I'm still with that nigga, I know damn well he's out here acting a fool, but we done talked about it, I done checked him, this, that, and the third. Or should have said, no, we're not together because he ain't shit, but you don't let nobody else spill your tea on you. So point of the matter is, when they asked Monique what that rumor was about, instead of hiding it and trying to be all slick about it, which will make everybody else want to find out about it more, you should have been like, these hoes tried to say that my baby was not my husband's, and they had me fucked up. I was not about to sit here and let nobody sit up here and drag my name through the dirt, because the thing about it is, Monique, just because you didn't say it doesn't mean that people wasn't going to find out. And I feel like if she would have just confronted it head on, versus trying to act like, oh, I don't want this to get out, because it was already out, I feel like we wouldn't be where it is. Now, I'm not trying to blame this all on her, but I'm just saying, I do think, Monique, you should have just put it the fuck out there. Like, bitch, yes, this is what these hoes said about me. It's trash, it's dumb, and I'll smack the fuck out of everybody. Then we really wouldn't be here, I don't feel like. And so, not that that's what the Jamal was talking about, but he was kind of talking about pretty much the fact that, like, you're mad because you think Giselle is the one who leaked that, but it wasn't. It was actually, and it wasn't even your best friend or anything like that leaked it. It came from, I forgot who he said it came from. I think he said it came from somebody else that they know, whatever, who leaked that whole situation. But then I seen earlier today that Monique's ex-best friend, which is at the end of the day who she should really be mad at. Like, fuck all of this. Fuck you being mad at everybody else. You need to be mad at her. If it's not true, you really need to be mad at her, because that was never your friend. She came out today, I think, on Facebook and put out something pretty much saying like, oh, like Giselle didn't tell me or something. Pretty much saying like Giselle wasn't the leak or anything. Like, I told Chris or whatever that, like, way before I even knew about them cheating with each other, like before she even told him, she said that she told Chris that she thought that he should fire the trainer because she felt like something weird was going on. Which, bitch, you already outside your jurisdiction, but all right, whatever, let's keep going and tell the story. Then she said a little bit later after they had that conversation is when Monique got pregnant. And so I guess because of the timing between when she told him that he needs to watch the trainer and fire him, and then when Monique got pregnant, I guess Chris himself started to get questions about whether or not that was his baby. So that's when he started snapping the fuck out on Monique. And then that's when I guess the friend came out and I guess told him whatever it is that she told him or whatever about the whole situation, or what she thought was going on between Monique and the trainer. And then because of that, I don't know how the producers, I forgot everything else that was said, but that was kind of the crux of that. All I have to say, that bitch is trash. She was never your fucking friend in the first place. She was never your friend. Talking about something, oh, I wasn't trying to break up their home, I was trying to make it so that their home didn't break up. Bitch, mind your business. Mind your business. If you're my friend, you mind your business. You come and try to check me. Check me and be like, bitch, you need to stop what you're doing because you're going to lose your husband. Bitch, you need to stop what you're doing, you're going to lose your family. You don't go to my husband and say anything. Trash. But that's the bitch you really need to be mad at, okay? That's who you really need to be mad at. But that's it, y'all. Not much happened for real. Get in the comments and we watch it. Come on, bye.